Hey, James, what's up? Hey, Shamsi's looking for you, know.
Is he?
Yeah, you got a suitcase ready for you today.
No, I didn't bring. Yeah, but this doesn't have my normal notes. I was coming from somewhere else, so I wasn't able to pick them up.
No way.
But why tell me? Anyway, yeah.
He said you're slandering him. You're slandering the Sheikh.
Okay, so basically, kind of. Well, like we'll get into it in person between us. But basically, kind of, I said to him, you know, if you were in charge of an Islamic state, an ideal Islamic state, you'd make slavery legal. And he said, I never said that. I never said that. And then his own followers, his own people who support him, said, Shamsi, what are you doing? You're like, you know, ruling against what Allah has ruled. What are you doing? And then he said, oh no. When I said I'm against slavery, I meant Western slavery, which is feeble because the Western society didn't invent slavery. They didn't invent the meaning of slavery. You know, the word slave comes from a Greek word being used since like, I know, 300 AD or something. Not ancient Greek, but like sort of early medieval Greek. And before that, there was the idea of like servus. So slavery in a very similar form has been sort of done since the ancient Egyptians, the Sumerians, the Assyrians, like the Phoenicians. All these ancient civilizations had this idea of, you know, humans, a master being able to own another human being as property and being able to order them to do labor. And that's basically slavery. And that's in Islam as well. That's what Muhammad and his companions did. So him like trying to kind of dodge, it's like when he's in front of us, he doesn't want to say, I'm in favor of slavery. Then when he goes in front of his own crowd, he says, oh yes, like, you know, slavery is okay, Islamic slavery, as though there's a kind of meaningful difference, but there isn't. So he's been caught out. He's been caught out basically, and now he's like gonna act all hurt and stuff. He's probably just gonna shout over me constantly. Like
he said he came specifically for you today. I was filming him earlier still. So.
Okay, well we'll see if he's capable of like. So if he's correct, if he's on the truth, then he'd be able to defend his position against my position, and we'd both be able to put out our positions. I know him very well. He's just gonna like continue shouting like a kind of machine gun chihuahua, like you said this, you said this, you said this, and he won't allow an actual argument to take place. So, you know. And also, yeah, like basically, I'll take back what I said about him if he does like two things. One, if he says that the slavery practice, that when Muhammad and his companions enslaved people, they were doing something wrong when they enslaved women and children. Like if he doesn't do that, then how can he say that I'm lying when I say that, you know, he supports slavery or he would like slavery to be legal and an ideal Islamic state in the future? The second thing I'd want him to do is to refute Saleh Fawzan, who's, you know, one of his favorite scholars in Saudi Arabia, because his group, Salafi Publications, constantly like praise Rabi Madkhali, they constantly praise Saleh Fawzan, they constantly praise Uthaymeen. All these people are in agreement on, you know, orthodox Hanbali jurisprudence that slavery should be legal in an ideal Islamic state. And so, you know, if he's just gonna like play games, isn't he? He's just gonna be like, oh no, you Western people, you enslaved Africans, which is true, but that's just, you know, diverting. It's whataboutery. It's not getting to the core issue. So he's gonna hide by like flinging out accusations and just trying to shout over me. That's what he's gonna do because he's not standing on truth. So there we go. Yeah.
Big claims. Let's see what they're talking about right now.
Yeah.
This
sure
verse is abrogated by the verse of fighting.
Yeah, I see. There's someone else over here.
816, and also Surah 973, and also Surah 9,
sort of like
1, 2,
short,
3.
Looks either
One
Asian
more,
or
one
Arab,
more.
black hair. Just like quite nice.
These three verses abrogates Surah 4816, Surah 973, Surah 9, 1, 2, 3. And then Ibn Kathir goes on to say, look at it. Therefore, all people of the world should be called to Islam. If any of them refuses to do so, or refuses to pay the jizya, head tax imposed by a Muslim state on a non-Muslim living under the protection of a Muslim government, they should be fought till they are killed. That is Tafsir Ibn Kathir, page 38.
Finished?
No one is lying.
Finished.
Go on, yes.
This man, he just exposed himself. This book, there is a lie in this book. Why? I have the Arabic one. I have 4 prints. For no one to say, because why? The translation must be based upon what? The Arabic passage. So now I'm going to read. Remember, he misquoted Ibn Kathir. Let me read what Ibn Kathir said. Okay? 256, yeah. Okay? And can someone call a Christian who's not Christian, he's not Muslim, He's an atheist, but he speaks Arabic. I want him to be here to expose his lies because he can
someone just
translate it.
whoever he is.
Yeah. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. There is no compulsion in religion, okay? Because why? The path of guidance has become clear from the path of misguidance. Ibn Kathir says, أي لا تكره أحدا. Now who's speaking? Ibn Kathir. He's not saying people saying. Some scholars said Ibn Kathir is stating what he thinks about this verse. You should force no one to become a Muslim. Then he goes on to bring Ibn Jarir's statement. However, he never mentioned that Ibn Kathir said. Some scholars said. It's not Ibn Kathir speaking here. Okay?